Hello students, welcome to your WebSeek Academy English channel. Today, we will discuss the humorous essay with the photographer, which is a part of the first semester BBA English syllabus. This piece is written by Stephen Leacock, a Canadian writer known for his sharp wit and brilliant sense of humor. A note on the author. Stephen P. H. Butler Leacock, 1869 to 1944, was an eminent writer and an internationally acclaimed Canadian humorist. Leacock received a doctorate in political science and political economy. Early in his career, he wrote fiction, humorous stories, and articles that became extremely popular worldwide. He was the best-known humorist at the beginning of the 20th century in the English-speaking world, known for his light humor and criticism of people's follies. Leacock was awarded the Royal Society of Canada's Lon Pierce Medal in 1937 for his academic work. The Stephen Leacock Memorial Award for Humor, named after him, is a prestigious honor given annually to encourage Canadian humor writing. Later in his life, he also published biographies of Twain and Dickens. With the Photographer summary. Stephen Leacock's With the Photographer is a humorous short story that highlights the frustrating experience of getting a professional photograph taken. Through satire and exaggeration, Leacock criticized the artificiality of photography studios, where photographers prioritize their own artistic vision over the subject's natural appearance. The story humorously explores the conflict between personal identity and the photographer's perception of perfection. Introduction: The visit to the photographer. The story begins with the narrator visiting a professional photographer's studio to get his portrait taken. The setting is typical of a photography studio, with an air of authority and pretentiousness. The narrator expects a simple process where he will sit for a photograph, but he quickly realizes that the photographer is determined to control every aspect of the session. The photographer takes over. As soon as the narrator sits down, the photographer begins adjusting his pose in a highly intrusive manner. He tilts the narrator's head, moves his chin up and down, and forces him into an uncomfortable position. The narrator feels powerless as the photographer manipulates him like a lifeless object rather than a person. The humor in this section comes from the exaggerated way the photographer behaves. Instead of capturing a natural image of the narrator, he insists on creating an artificial version of him by adjusting every minor detail. This reflects a common experience where professional photographers impose their artistic choices on their subjects rather than letting them be themselves. The frustration of the photo session. The narrator tries to remain patient but finds the process increasingly absurd. The photographer, who sees himself as an artist, is obsessed with achieving the perfect angle and expression. However, his definition of perfection does not match the narrator's idea of how he should look. At one point, the photographer is so focused on his own idea of beauty that he completely ignores what the narrator wants. He assumes that he knows best, making the narrator feel like an insignificant part of the process rather than the actual subject of the photograph. Seeing the final photograph, a shocking revelation. A few days later, the narrator returns to collect his photograph, expecting a familiar likeness of himself. However, when he looks at the final picture, he is completely shocked it does not resemble him at all. The photographer has excessively retouched the image, removing important facial features like his mustache and wrinkles. His face has been smoothed out and made unnaturally perfect. The narrator, who expected a simple photograph of himself, is now looking at a strange, unfamiliar version of himself. This part of the story humorously criticizes the tendency of professional photographers to alter photographs beyond recognition. Even in modern times, this can be compared to heavy photo editing and unrealistic beauty standards in photography and media. The photographer's justification. When the narrator expresses his frustration, the photographer remains completely indifferent. Instead of acknowledging his mistake, he insists that the altered version of the photograph is better than the real face of the narrator. The narrator is bewildered by this response, realizing that the photographer does not see people as they truly are but as how he thinks they should look. This highlights a major theme of the story, the absurdity of seeking perfection at the cost of authenticity. The photographer believes that by removing all the flaws, he is improving the narrator's appearance, but in reality, he is erasing his identity. Conclusion: humorous but thought-provoking ending. In the end, the narrator leaves the studio feeling frustrated and disappointed. He came in expecting a simple portrait, but instead, he was subjected to a bizarre process where his real self was ignored. The story ends with a humorous yet ironic tone, reinforcing the idea that professional photographers, rather than capturing reality, often distort it to fit an idealized standard. Final thoughts. Stephen Leacock's With the Photographer is a brilliant satirical piece that humorously critiques the artificial nature of professional photography. Through exaggerated humor, the story highlights how photographers sometimes prioritize an unrealistic standard of beauty over capturing a person's true self. The story remains relevant today, especially in the era of digital photo editing and beauty filters, making it a timeless and thought-provoking commentary on the nature of photography and personal identity. Themes and messages in the story. 1. Satire on professional photography. Leacock mocks the way professional photographers impose their artistic vision instead of capturing reality. The photographer's excessive control and retouching show how photography can sometimes create artificial, unrealistic representations of people. 2. Loss of individual identity. The narrator's natural features are erased, symbolizing how society often prioritizes an ideal look over authenticity. The story reflects the idea that perfection can sometimes strip away what makes a person unique. 3. The absurdity of seeking perfection. The photographer's belief that he has improved the narrator's face highlights society's obsession with perfection. This can be compared to modern issues like excessive photo editing and unrealistic beauty standards in media. 4. Frustration with authority figures. The photographer represents an arrogant authority figure who refuses to listen to the client's desires. This mirrors real-life situations where experts dismiss individual preferences in favor of their own opinions. Answer the following questions in a phrase or sentence each. 1. Why does the narrator feel he did an unwarrantable thing by visiting the photographer? Answer. The narrator feels he made a mistake because the photographer treats him like an object rather than a person, making the experience frustrating and unpleasant. 2. What does the photographer look like, and how does he act when the narrator first sees him? Answer. The photographer appears serious and professional but is also cold and indifferent, treating the narrator as just another subject for his work. 3. What does the photographer do before clicking the picture, and what does this tell us about him? Answer. Before taking the picture, the photographer forcefully adjusts the narrator's head, chin, and posture, showing that he is overly controlling and obsessed with perfection. 4. How does the narrator feel about the photographer's comments and actions while adjusting his face and posture? Answer. The narrator feels uncomfortable and frustrated as the photographer continuously forces him into unnatural poses without considering his comfort. 5. Why is the photographer happy when he says he caught the narrator's features in a moment of animation? Answer. The photographer believes he has captured an expressive and lively image, but the narrator feels it is an unnatural representation of himself. 6. What changes did the photographer make to the photograph, and how did the narrator react? Answer. The photographer heavily retouched the image, removing the narrator's mustache and wrinkles, making him look unrecognizable. The narrator is shocked and upset by the changes. 7. Give examples of humor in the story. Answer. The exaggerated way the photographer forcefully adjusts the narrator's face. The absurdity of the narrator's struggle to remain still while being manipulated. The ridiculous final photograph where the narrator's identity is erased. The photographer's overconfidence in his editing skills despite the narrator's dissatisfaction. 8. How does the story show the theme of identity through the narrator's experience? Answer. The story highlights how photography can alter or erase identity, as the photographer disregards the narrator's true appearance and replaces it with an artificial version. 9. What does the narrator's final speech say about his feelings towards the photograph and the process? Answer. The narrator's final speech expresses frustration and sarcasm, showing his disappointment with the entire process and the unrealistic image produced. 10. What does the story say about photography and how it affects how we see ourselves? Answer. The story critiques how photography often distorts reality, creating an idealized version of people rather than capturing their true selves, which can impact self-perception. Answer the following questions in about a page each. 1. Describe the main character's initial feelings about having his photograph taken. How do these feelings change throughout the story? Answer. At first, the narrator approaches the photography session with a neutral attitude, expecting it to be a simple and quick process. However, as soon as he enters the studio, he feels uneasy due to the photographer's strict and impersonal demeanor. The photographer's controlling behavior frustrates him, especially as he is forced into uncomfortable positions. The narrator's discomfort increases when the photographer completely ignores his preferences. Later, when he returns to see the final photograph, his frustration turns into disbelief and anger. The excessive retouching makes him unrecognizable, and he realizes that his identity has been altered rather than captured. By the end, he is completely disillusioned, regretting his decision to visit the photographer in the first place. His journey from mild expectation to total disappointment highlights the absurdity of the experience. 2. What challenges and misunderstandings does the main character face while interacting with the photographer? Provide specific examples from the story. Answer. The narrator faces several challenges while dealing with the photographer. First, he struggles with the photographer's excessive control. The photographer keeps adjusting his head, chin, and posture, making the narrator feel like an object rather than a person. For example, when the narrator tries to sit comfortably, the photographer forcefully moves his head into what he considers a better position. A major misunderstanding occurs when the narrator expects a simple, natural-looking photograph, but the photographer has a different vision. The photographer heavily edits the picture, removing the narrator's mustache and wrinkles, believing this improves the image. When the narrator protests, the photographer dismisses his concerns, thinking he has done a great job. This lack of communication leads to a comical yet frustrating experience for the narrator. 3. How does the photographer's attitude and behavior contribute to the main character's experience? Discuss any instances of humor that arise from their interactions. Answer. The photographer's overbearing and controlling nature makes the experience unpleasant for the narrator. Instead of listening to what the narrator wants, the photographer imposes his own idea of perfection. He treats the narrator not as a person but as a subject to be modified and improved. Several humorous moments arise from their interactions. One example is the photographer's insistence on tilting the narrator's head at uncomfortable angles, making him feel awkward and powerless. Another is when the narrator expects to see a photograph of himself but is instead shown an edited version that looks nothing like him. The funniest moment is when the photographer confidently presents the retouched image, believing it is an improvement, while the narrator is completely horrified. 4. How does the setting of the photography studio add to the mood and themes of the story? Answer. The photography studio is depicted as a cold and formal place where the photographer has total authority. This setting creates an impersonal and rigid atmosphere, reinforcing the theme of artificiality. The studio is not a place where natural beauty is captured, but rather a space where people are modified to fit the photographer's idea of perfection. The mood of the story becomes more frustrating as the narrator realizes he has no control over the process. The studio, with its equipment and professional setup, symbolize how photography, instead of preserving identity, can distort it. This adds to the story's satirical critique of photography's obsession with perfection. 5. Why does the photographer want to change the narrator's appearance in the photograph? How does this connect to the main themes of the story? Answer. The photographer believes that natural features like wrinkles and mustaches make a person look imperfect. He removes these features to create an idealized version of the narrator. He is more concerned with achieving a flawless image rather than preserving the narrator's true appearance. This connects to the theme of identity, as it shows how photography can distort reality. The story critiques society's tendency to prioritize artificial beauty over authenticity. The narrator wants to see himself in the photograph, but instead, he sees a version of himself that has been altered beyond recognition. This reflects the broader theme of how people are pressured to conform to unrealistic standards of beauty. 6. What message or lesson is at the end of the story? What do you think Stephen Leacock wants readers to learn from the narrator's experience? Answer. The main message of the story is that photography often distorts reality rather than capturing it. The photographer, in his attempt to improve the narrator's appearance, erases his individuality. This highlights a larger societal issue where people are pressured to conform to unrealistic beauty standards. Leacock also critiques authority figures who impose their opinions on others. The photographer is so convinced that his edits are improvements that he ignores the narrator's dissatisfaction. The story humorously warns readers to be cautious of industries that prioritize perfection over authenticity. Ultimately, it encourages people to value their natural identity rather than trying to fit an artificial standard of beauty. Answer the following questions in about 2 or 3 pages each. 1. How does the photographer treat the narrator? According to Stephen Leacock, what does this tell us about society or professions? Answer. The photographer treats the narrator as an object rather than a person. From the moment the narrator enters the studio, the photographer takes full control, adjusting his posture, tilting his head, and making changes without asking for his opinion. The narrator's preferences and comfort are ignored, and the photographer imposes his own idea of what a good photograph should look like. This treatment reflects a larger theme about how professionals in certain fields assume they know best, disregarding the personal choices and identities of individuals. Stephen Leacock uses satire to criticize how some professions, especially those in the arts and beauty industries, prioritize their own standards over the needs of their clients. The photographer believes that removing wrinkles and a mustache improves the narrator, but in reality, he strips away his individuality. This highlights society's obsession with perfection and the tendency of professionals to impose their expertise even when it is not wanted. The story humorously critiques the arrogance of such professionals, showing how they often disregard the wishes of those they serve. The photographer's behavior can also be seen as a reflection of how people are pressured to conform to unrealistic standards. In many professions, there is an emphasis on changing individuals to fit a socially accepted norm rather than embracing their unique traits. This is particularly true in photography, fashion, and beauty industries, where people are often edited or altered to appear more ideal. Leacock cleverly exposes the absurdity of this practice, showing that in the pursuit of perfection, people may lose their authentic selves. 2. How do the narrator and the photographer interact, and what does this say about who has control? Use examples from the story to explain. Answer. The interaction between the narrator and the photographer is one-sided, with the photographer maintaining full control throughout. The narrator enters the studio expecting a simple and cooperative process, but he quickly realizes that he has no say in how his photograph is taken. The photographer, acting as the authority figure, instructs him to move his head, tilt his chin, and adjust his posture, ignoring any discomfort the narrator expresses. For example, when the narrator tries to position himself naturally, the photographer immediately interferes, saying, "Just turn your head a little this way, no, a little more chin up, eyes down now then. Just a little more expression, don't smile, close the mouth a little more." This series of rapid instructions overwhelms the narrator, showing that he has no control over his own image. The imbalance of power continues when the narrator returns to collect his photograph. Instead of presenting an unaltered image, the photographer has heavily edited it, removing key features like the narrator's mustache. The narrator is horrified by the changes, but the photographer dismisses his reaction, believing he has improved the picture. This reinforces the idea that the photographer holds complete authority, and the narrator is powerless to protest. Through their interaction, Leacock highlights the struggle between personal identity and external control. The narrator wants a picture that reflects his real self, but the photographer dictates what is better, disregarding his wishes. This dynamic reflects broader societal themes, such as how individuals are often forced to conform to imposed standards rather than being accepted as they are. 3. What does the story say about what's real versus ideal? How do the photographer's changes to the narrator's picture make us think about truth and being genuine? Answer. The story contrasts reality with an artificial ideal, showing how photography can manipulate a person's appearance to fit certain beauty standards. The narrator arrives at the studio wanting a simple photograph of himself, but the photographer believes that the image should be improved. This idea of enhancement comes at the cost of authenticity, as the final photograph no longer resembles the narrator. The photographer's changes, removing the mustache, smoothing out wrinkles, and altering the narrator's features represent the desire for an idealized version of reality. However, this ideal is not necessarily better. Instead of capturing who the narrator truly is, the photograph presents a version of him that is more socially acceptable but less genuine. This forces the reader to question the nature of truth in visual representation. Leacock uses this situation to comment on how society often values artificial perfection over natural authenticity. This theme is still relevant today, as digital editing and filters frequently alter how people present themselves in photos. The story encourages readers to reflect on whether these alterations improve or distort reality and whether it is better to embrace one's true self rather than conform to unrealistic ideals. 4. Examine the use of satire in the story. What aspects of society or human nature does Stephen Leacock criticize through the events and characters in With the Photographer? Answer. Stephen Leacock uses satire to mock the arrogance of professionals, the absurdity of beauty standards, and the way people prioritize appearances over authenticity. The humor in the story comes from exaggeration, particularly in how the photographer takes complete control of the session, disregarding the narrator's preferences entirely. One major target of Leacock's satire is the professional ego. The photographer is so convinced of his own expertise that he does not listen to the narrator. Instead of taking a simple photograph, he imposes his own vision, believing he knows what is best. This reflects a broader societal issue where experts sometimes act as if they have superior judgment, even when their clients disagree. Leacock also criticized society's unrealistic beauty standards. The photographer believes that removing wrinkles and facial hair makes the narrator look better, highlighting how people are expected to conform to a specific definition of attractiveness. This issue remains relevant today, as modern photography, media, and social media promote edited and filtered versions of reality. Another element of satire is the narrator's increasing frustration, which mirrors the frustration many people feel when dealing with unhelpful authority figures. His sarcasm and disbelief at the final photograph emphasize the absurdity of the situation. By exaggerating the photographer's behavior and the extreme alterations to the image, Leacock humorously exposes the flaws in both individual egos and societal expectations. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Webseek Academy for more English lessons and notes. See you in the next video. Until then, read more and know more.